Greetings, listeners and viewers. Your host for the night, Zach, here, introducing you to Spacer's REDUX, a sci-fi podcast by Twisted Gears Studios. If you are a fan and wish to support, visit our merch shop and Ko-fi page where members get extra content, fireside chats, discounts on merch, and more. Otherwise, a like, comment, sub, or review on your podcast app of choice is always helpful. But for now... As left the crew, they licked their wounds after their confrontation with the matriarch and a stressful encounter with members of the Galactic Imperium. Our team must now gather what they can to aid in restoring Purgatory to full operation.
Everything's fine.
Hello!
Greetings from the
I
void.
don't have my red card or my gavel. I should go find my gavel one of these days.
Hey!
Thanks, buddy.
Not a problem.
Just when DMs work together. Put that there just in case. Yeah, I missed the days of the gavel. I should bring the gavel back. Anyway,
You should.
somewhere around here. Okay, we're gonna play with time a little bit here, as you know we haven't done that already. So last y'all were together. You kind of were in your living room, kind of talking about things. You had a pretty solid plan put together. So why wait? We start our session today with some alarms kind of blaring in the background. You are all, and you can all tell me where you would be in this particular position, but you, at least some of you would likely have hopped off the ship at this point. You were in a hangar bay on Purgatory. The alarms are still going off. It's weeks for you, but for everybody that's happened that's on the station, it has been mere minutes since the incident of the jailbreak had occurred. And in the hangar bay that you would have chosen to land to cause the least amount of disturbance possible, there is the aftermath of a struggle and the remnants of a Captain Argus there in the hangar bay. Where would you all go upon landing at Purgatory? Like, where would you all be?
Would Fair have anything in her pockets?
You want to roll a search check?
I mean, there could be key cards or important stuff, you know, as the voice comes around.
It's true.
There could be key cards or something that we need.
Yep.
Did we search her last time?
You didn't have time?
Yeah, we were in a hurry.
Well, I'm pretty quick.
We were fleeing for our lives.
Pretty
Not
quick.
hers, but ours.
I mean, I'm not looking if she has any hidden treasure, but like...
You think she might?
I mean, she's like a pinata over there.
Whoa.
Jesus.
It's a gooey pinata. Gross.
Pretty badly.
Yeah, just in case there's something that we need to give to the other Pharaoh. She might want a memento of her death.
Okay, you do that. I'll make sure no one shoots you.
Yeah, just very quickly. Scrounge.
Okay.
If you just... You're Greg. Would you care?
Actually, no. No.
Yeah, just
For me, a search check with your alertness.
Yeah. Ask a quick logistics question.
Yes.
Do I still have a complication?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're still hungover.
Still? How long?
You had a D12 when you got hungover.
true.
You absolutely ruined that check.
I did.
You're toast for a day. Everyone else has gotten over it. You're buckled.
Oh, this is still the same day.
Oh, my complication
Your
wasn't...
hangover's gonna last multiple days,
I
buddy.
know.
You drank poison.
I know, yummy.
What's your die rating still at?
8.
Yeah, it should still be an 8 because you guys have none anymore,
Yeah,
right?
I have a complication, but it's specific to piloting.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yours was a 12.
Yeah,
It already is better.
he's true.
But what else would you be doing right now?
Well, I'm basically like holding position. I'm keeping an eye out. If anyone comes out that looks like they're gonna attack us, I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just going to be at the ready with Laurel and feeling really, really bad that I made Laurel drink poison with me.
It was fun. Good time.
Actually, can I administer like some first aid for Advil or something? Equivalent of space Advil?
Gatorade?
Space
Do you have
Gatorade.
any med packs on it?
Spacerade.
I have... apparently... Yes, I have a med pack. D8 med pack.
If you burn the med pack, the headache could go away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I can save it for something else.
Fine.
It's a DA complication. Let's
I
get rid of that.
love
sucker.
you, and it's my fault.
Yeah, it's
But yay!
Greg, what are you up to?
Once Ludi McGee over there is done,
It's important. It's very important.
yeah, I'm going to be looking around for something to cover Farah's dead body with so that other Farah doesn't see herself in pieces.
Roll me a... No. I mean, I don't want to get you to roll. Like, a part of me, I just... Grab your willpower and some kind of skill that's like not being an asshole.
Empathy skill.
I could.
Yeah, you can take.
I could cover her face and head at least with the wide brim hat.
Yeah, but that's a nice hat.
We need a group lesson on decorum, I think.
I don't like to decorate anything.
I'm a survivor. This is how I survive.
I caught that, Laurel and Liz. if it's I'm just not being an asshole, alertness. You don't have anything with friends? No. Oh wow. Okay.
No, I was upset.
You're the one.
Grab your willpower and discipline. And if it's not discipline, then it's D4 have fun. Just grab that and get that ready. And then, Deanna, what are you up to? Very fun.
I guess just kind of trying to keep in contact with the other ship. If they're on their way or...
Yeah. Logistically, we're kind of simplifying things a bit here, where they're basically finding a place very nearby. They're in the process of docking. They will be here like in minutes.
Great. I'll just make sure we're ready to rendezvous.
Yeah. You get the sense that they were kind of prepared for this, your guys' call, and they were just like, oh yeah, we know. We're on the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting in order of who grabbed dice, search check, please.
Shoot. Can't run the win. This is not really gonna. I have an 8d6. 7d8. 7d8 is what I'll do.
Okay, 78 is back.
7d8, yeah.
Okay. You're able to find a couple of things. You end up finding yourself 50 credits.
Okay.
You do find that she has a D8 bandolier. It is an item with an SFX that has or it basically gives a weapon the auto fire capability. Or the SFX.
Like any weapon?
Any weapon that's synced, like basically you essentially like sync it with the item in a way, but yeah, it gives it auto fire.
Is that useful to anybody?
Remind me what auto fire does?
Auto fire it gives it area of effect. So yeah, area of auto fire is the same as area of effect.
Yeah.
Basically, you can target multiple enemies. You just spray across the area. The thematic aspect is that it's like quick reloading, so you can just.
Did I do that with the Warden's gun?
Hey, good.
Yes.
So basically, as long as the clear, weapons that you use will have area of effect.
Yeah, it's really the only thing I use.
Okay, there you go.
That's awesome.
So you can put that on. Yeah, those are the things that you find out here. Everything else, like she was quite heavily damaged by Jovac when she fought him. So it's like you could go digging around for more, but it's like whatever else might be on her is just destroyed.
I'll go up to the scurry along. I found 50 credits for I guess, do we have a War Orphans fund?
A what fund?
War Orphans. We should.
We should?
You never thought of this?
What do you...
You have kids?
Like, yeah. 1,000 of them.
Wait, what?
So disturbing.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't been back home in a long time.
What do 1,000 flinches look like?
Are you...
Pretty fantastic.
Are you implying that your children are orphans?
That what?
Your children are orphans?
Well, not
Well,
yet.
I've been gone a while.
There was that one week when we were really hard up for supplies, and we harvested your DNA and sold it. So I mean,
Did you?
How much did you get for it?
Hey, Greg probably had to pay them to take it.
That's a scam, man.
Oh, and I mean, we should start a War Orphans fund. I don't want this money.
Okay, I'll put it in our reserve.
We buy guns.
War Orphans.
Is the-
Guns for orphans.
No, like
That sounds
The
like
ship.
something we would do.
It's gonna go towards
Torpedoes?
For orphans.
Probably food
For orphans.
for us.
Bacon?
Oh, for selfishness.
I'm an orphan now.
Oh, okay. And I sort of grabbed the money. And do you have the scarf on or not?
I do have this scarf.
Oh, go Clippy too. There you go.
I will take it.
See?
I will put
War
it in
orphan.
my- I'll put it
War
in my-
orphan.
I'm a goblin. I don't even know if it's
My
possible for me to be an orphan.
I mean, I usually just make everything I need.
You have multiple bears?
What were we here for?
Cousin wives and things.
Oh my god.
Sorry. I can't help myself, right?
Clippy?
I know.
I can't help myself.
Can we get some bacon?
We're here to do something, aren't we?
Right, shit. I'm pretty sure I put my gun back at the,
So we
at the
both
door
look at
again.
Farah.
That's the hangover kicking in. The bacon. Oh.
You were gonna put a hat on. Farrah.
Yes. There were no other dead bodies around, right?
There's tons.
Ooh. Well, I got a 9d4. I got a 9d4.
Okay.
Could I undress another dead body and like other dead bodies and cover her make a little like clothing blanket pile over her?
So you're gonna make a bunch of naked people dead?
Yes.
Naked people?
Yeah, but
Dead naked people here, covered Farah because she's the only one I care about.
Doesn't that make this body more obvious?
Yes, but other Farah has probably seen other dead naked people
Is
before,
there
but not
blanket
herself
nearby?
dead.
But isn't the point to make her not look at this dead body?
Okay, but it'll be under the clothes.
how is it that we're the ones who need to save the universe? How did this happen? As I'm like tightening up the bandolier.
Anyway, yes, dead naked people here, covered
So
Farah
as
here.
you go to the first corpse
Yes.
of one of the employees that worked at the hangar bay area, you start with the ankles. As you lift the feet up to try and pull the trousers off, and you see in front of you Farah is just kind of standing there. The older Farah is like, what the hell are you doing?
We've learned not to ask.
Just stand right there. Don't move. Keep looking at this dead person.
And
For like 40. Just wait.
And I'll pull the pants off and then run off.
yeah.
Put them over dead Farah's face.
Well, just in between that, I would like to be, as far as looking like hopping around, trying to block her from seeing. While wearing her
Yeah.
bloody bandolier.
Yeah, so I'll like the open part of the
Monsters.
trousers will go over the head
Yeah.
and to cover the face because that's all I got time for now.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you're gonna just continue wearing the wide brimmed hat. You're not gonna put it on the.
I guess so. Oh, I got trousers now, so I can keep my hat.
And it's very not effectively covering the body, too.
Well, it's just the zipper's still open.
With half of her face in it.
Okay, we're horrible
I
people.
think
We tried,
Y'all are
okay?
monsters.
I think
It's the thought that counts.
all need to write a letter of apology. All of you.
A what?
A letter of apology.
Letter?
Yeah.
G.
Dude, I'm just standing here.
What a letter.
Oh my god.
We are definitely all dead. in
What are
some
we
other
here for
timeline.
again? Aren't we supposed to go to talk to the warden?
Yeah. And like Farah's walked in, so the rest of the crew they were all landing as you guys were kind of dispersing out of your ship, and as you're pulling trousers off of poor unfortunate souls, you're just like, oh, here's Farah. She's like, what the hell? Like as she's standing there watching this debauchery happening, the rest of her crew starts like sauntering in. Of note though, Tex is looking over, going, thumbs up. Respect. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, were at any point did we see any other escaping prisoners or any other people?
Yes, you are aware. You would know that in the hangar bay, if there are prisoners that haven't gone here yet, then if there are any prisoners that have reached the hangar bay, they have already departed.
Oh, okay.
There's not really, your ships are the first ships that have come back here since things have left the station. So if there are other prisoners, they're on the station and at large. And you know that at some point in the jailbreak, Jovac's gang kind of unlocked all the gates.
Yeah.
So if the people didn't escape, they are roaming around. So there are likely combatants all the way throughout the station.
Okay. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for them, and if I see,
Yeah.
so just if I do occasionally get distracted by Greg.
Pants McGee over here.
Yeah, pants.
Should we secure the ships extra tightly so they don't get stolen by a criminal on the run?
Yes. How do we do that?
Lock the door, Tim.
Dude,
Just
here.
give him
Maybe tell Tim to take the ship away from here for until we can leave.
What if we need to escape in a hurry?
My understanding is that we won't have a ship to escape to if we leave it in the grasps of extremely trained criminals whose whole goal right now is to get off of this.
Yeah, but do you want Tim to, like, fly out and then properly dock again?
We have 2 ships right now because the second crew is here.
I just think that there's a very high chance that if we leave the ship here, even if it's locked up, it's going to be attempted to be stolen. And if they're successful, we won't have a ship to come back to.
No, that's fair.
We could squeeze in with other Laurel, other Warden, and
Her name is Tex.
So,
right, Tex.
Is the warden?
yeah, you got Tex, the Warden, Kovo, and
Bear.
Bear.
With a tear in my eye, I go up to the warden. It's been too long, my friend.
It's been like a week.
Okay.
I feel like our history
Pretty spiffy bandolier.
Yeah.
This is his hamster years, though.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, man. He, like, haphazardly fist bumps you.
It's the best day. I love the warden.
Well,
Flinch
He,
loves
like,
the warden.
looks at the rest of you, he's like, what the fuck?
Let's discuss
Laurel's
the
just
plan.
looking at Flinch.
All
She's
right.
like,
Oh, the plan.
well done.
Yeah.
So we're here to find Warden 1.
No, he's
No.
left with the other crew.
No, we like
We're
this warden.
here to get this warden.
Yeah.
To the whatever pilots this thing.
Yeah, that's me.
We're taking back this ship.
So
But there's no gun.
No.
obviously,
it's on a strap on my back.
our biggest obstacle is going to be the rampant criminals on the loose.
I mean, yeah.
And other than that, I feel like we're probably you know how this
Well, yeah.
works.
So, first things first, we're gonna have to reconnect the engine. The Crypt would have been disconnected upon everything going to shit, because the one thing, prisoners escaping, that's bad. Fucking undead souls escaping? That's awful. Also, they power the station, so,
What?
What?
Do we know that?
Yep.
Okay.
Me and
Really
Greg went
don't
down there.
No, because you guys are now. Did you tell us that? This is
And,
our
yeah.
bunch of.
Oh, wait. Is the Crypt Keeper alive? I don't remember if the Crypt Keeper died or not.
he
He was a cool guy.
would have died to protect the Crypt if anybody went down there,
And
but...
what a hero. We should give it some money.
So restart the engine.
Creepy asshole, but yeah, alright.
But he has
Start the
creepy ass
engine.
orphans.
Get you to the pilots wherever that
There's
is.
a command deck right above my personal office here.
Nice.
Sounds like we're splitting up.
And do we need to deal with the criminals at large?
If they are still on board, I don't exactly have, fucking people who stepped on grass. Like, these are the worst of the worst that are out past, the jurisdiction of the Spacing Guild. So, yeah, if they haven't left, they're probably fighting for control. There's probably somebody sitting on my throne.
So we don't
Bastards.
need
So
to really
there's a
check.
chance that there's a criminal doing the same thing we are, trying to get to the command center.
We're already there.
We're already there,
So we need to deal with that. So
Yeah.
we have 3 goals simply: restart the engines. Like they can't do anything until the engines restart. Do they know? Would any of these prisoners know how to restart the engine?
No, the Crypt Keeper would have been the only efficient one. I kind of know. That's why I hired the Crypt Keeper.
Gotcha.
Do you know? Looking at Flinch.
I mean, I was down there. I saw it. I was talking to the Crypt Keeper. Maybe it's him. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe we could get some information, but I'm assuming that we'd have to head down to that deck
Yes,
in order to work on it. Well, I'm
It's a very weird amalgamation of technology and mysticism.
Ooh.
So,
Dude.
Flippy 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
yeah, that works. That makes sense.
Yeah, a little weird.
I've been waiting for a mission with Clippy
The
2.
magic is, I'm assuming, based on what you've said, necromantic in nature.
Yeah, it was a little
I mean- I don't know what.
Creepy. We definitely didn't have an access
Dead
to
people.
and a crypt.
Right there.
Ugh.
Creepy.
Yeah,
We
well,
definitely didn't feel weird about it.
when people are tried and given a sentence, they serve out that sentence. Whether they do so alive or dead, I don't really care.
Ugh.
I have no problems with this.
Yeah, but it's full of
Flinch.
ghosts, man.
Yeah, but it's fuel.
They're ghosts.
They don't mind. They're still
What if they can,
around.
like,
I
they
think
can, like,
hopefully
reach
they
into
do
you
mind.
and feel your
Oh,
ghosts?
so okay, great. So there might be angry specters on board as well. Then in that case, is what we're all saying.
Oh, they were definitely unpleasant.
As soon as you say it, he kind of like, his eyes kind of go a little bit big. He's like, God, I hope not.
No, that's
If
ominous.
the crypt.
I'm gonna add
What do you
angry
think?
specters to the list of things to know.
Maybe.
You need the mysticism.
I will do my best.
I get the technology part down.
Maybe we can talk them down.
What? Angry specters?
Did I say that with a straight face?
What are we supposed
Yeah,
to
it was
give them?
really concerning.
Oh, I'm
We
sorry. I
don't, we don't have any ectoplasm to trade. I don't know what we're gonna give them.
Ectoplasm. I might. Hang on.
And I start
No.
searching my pouches in my belt.
Okay, so in terms of dealing with these criminals, alive or dead, we have two options. We can kill them,
Mm-hmm.
or we can offer them freedom if they want.
These are the worst of the worst. They'll just create more war orphans.
Also, if
We don't even have a plan in place.
if we offer them freedom, I think all of the ships on this ship have gone.
This ship moves too.
But we don't have time to just drop them off places, do we?
What if they just joined us instead?
I'm gonna look at the warden. Clip's just gonna look at the warden. So, if the specters took over the ship, though, wouldn't they have? Because they have the only power to move the ship, because they are the engine.
They're not, when they're in the engine, they're not sentient. It's not quite like it's like slave labor of ghosts or anything like that. It's more like, just the fact that their energy, like fuel,
So,
like that.
if they were free, none of this would be on, though. Correct?
If the crypt were completely drained, no, none of this would work. So I can't confirm nor deny if there are
So
some,
that's-
but definitely not all of them have left.
Okay. So they still could be contained.
We-
We don't know yet.
Well, didn't Trebek intentionally let everybody out?
Yeah.
All the
Covers
living
tracks.
ones.
Oh, don't worry. Up in the command deck, there's a suppression system.
How many criminals are housed?
3,482.
I start counting bullets.
Great. How many of those are alive and how many of those are dead?
I mean, off the top of my head, I couldn't. Oh, you mean like before Zhovak went on a fucking killing spree?
Yeah.
Great. Those were the living ones.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the station's huge.
We're outnumbered, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume the vast majority of them are still on. I don't think there were enough ships on board to have gotten over 3,000 of them off. So we're gonna assume that we're vastly outnumbered, and I don't think fighting is a reasonable way of getting through if we encounter multiple free criminals.
Aw.
Do we need them as crew if most of the crew is dead? Like, how many people do we need to run this?
I mean, the crew helps. They keep, things under lock and key, but I suppose making some of them crew is an option. You can, like I said, there are suppression systems. There's probably less of them between the murder and the escaping.
Some of them would have killed each other for us.
I won't know the situation until we get upstairs.
Well, I think for now we should proceed with the intent of not just killing every criminal we see and perhaps trying to negotiate with them, because we will, if we get into combat, there's 3,482 of them. So, at most.
Which means there's fewer than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess,
the optics.
I guess so.
Yeah. But either
So-
way, it sounds like we're splitting up.
Well, do we
Does somebody-
need to get to the? We definitely need to head to the command deck, because that's where we can activate the suppression system, and that'll help with getting everywhere else.
But doesn't the suppression system need power?
So that's the question. Those are the two.
The engine.
we need to go to the engine, we need to go to the command deck. Is there anywhere else we need to go right away? Or can we start with those two and then move from there?
I think those are our two main goals. So you two should go to the engine, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's just the two of us, right? Like, is there somebody who would want to come with us who's, not gonna,
Good with the
beaten
gun.
to death? Look at us.
Mechanically speaking, you also have Tex, you got Kovo, you got the Warden, you got Farah. So you have 4 NPCs and Tim. So you can assign the NPCs as you'd like. I know somebody was talking about flying your ships out to keep them out of
two should
the way.
stay here to flank the ships.
So of those 5 NPCs, you decide where you want them to go. If you disseminate them into different parties, just know that each of them represents a D8 bonus. So as long as the members of that party are with that NPC, you just always have a D8. I'm not going to roll separately for friendly NPCs. That just means that sometimes I'll end up just fighting with myself. So you all just get a D8 added to your checks. As long as that party member.
Let's make a list here. Team Engine.
Okay.
Well, that would be me.
Flinch and Clippy too.
Yes.
Tim should probably join as well. He's
No,
he's on the
no,
ship.
Tim's going to be on
Oh
the ship.
shit! Right, he's going to take.
So actually we have 3 teams. We have Team Engine, Team Command Center, and Team Ship. Because there should be 2 people on Team Ship.
So Tim's gonna stay, and who's our other person gonna fly? Kovo, maybe?
I can do that.
Great. Alright, do you want someone with you that's gonna be able to punch things?
Okay, well, before we split out, we definitely need the Warden to go to Team Command Center.
Yes. And Farrah's here too, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 of them wanna go there. Okay. So that leaves 1, 2, 3. Where are you? The of us and
Tex.
And Tex.
So I think we should take Tex. We need some muscle. Or we could take Laurel. I mean,
I'm good with either. But I think there's going to be more people to shoot in the Command Center.
We can take Tex.
yeah, but you could be in 2 places at once, right?
That's
Am I
true.
wrong?
It's cool.
Maybe come with us. Maybe come with us.
I'm good with
And then Tex can go up there and you can like share brains later.
Whoa, can we do that?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Alright, so
It's
Laura's
not a
on
time
team.
cop situation.
Text
Right
like,
now
oh
we have 2
god.
NPCs on Team Command Center.
I don't know what that would feel like. I don't know if I want him.
And then you can go where you want.
Name your sex, Dave.
Wow.
Keep it
Okay.
even.
Jesus, listen to your boss's plan.
Sure.
Well, I guess 2 PCs should go to the command center, so I'll go there too.
Yes.
What's my name? Okay, great. Okay.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, we're gonna be teammates.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't ask for Greg. I wanted Greg to go at the end there. That's the only
so
reason.
funny.
That's the only reason I didn't ask for Greg.
Yeah, I like this combo.
Okay.
Good.
Not like
we got this.
So which NPCs are going with Team Command Center? There's the Warden.
Correct.
Basically, all of them except Kovo, who's staying here.
Entity.
And Tim.
Oh.
And Tim.
And so it is just 3 PCs going to the basement.
Unless you want
Looks
to take
like-
Farah with you guys.
Oh, I don't want Farrah.
Okay.
What the
No.
fuck?
Why?
Well,
Is this or be like, what the fuck?
like.
Yeah, sure. She's not offended. She's just
okay.
like, what the fuck?
All of those hand gestures you just did.
None of them are
Fronting
words.
explained like 50% of what you needed to say.
I think explain less than that.
Oh, I mean, she's already dead on the floor.
But
What's
don't
it
wanna-
to do with...
I don't want to take her to a high risk place where she could end up dead again.
just
Isn't everything a high risk place?
she doesn't know that she's dead on the floor.
I can see her face through the zipper hole.
Shush.
Farrah's face the entire
I'm
time.
wearing.
The length.
I'm wearing her bandolier.
Just
I gave her 50 credits to the war orphan over here.
there were 50 credits.
Look, this needs to be even. Farah should go with you guys.
Was there someone else that we could take?
Kovo!
You know what?
If Farah stays here with the ships, then Kovo could go with
Kovo. Say Kovo.
He's the pilot, though, right?
That's Future Warden. Kovo is Future Warden.
Oh!
You got 2 wardens.
No, oh, we have 2 wardens with us.
Yes!
Well, let's take a warden. Let's take a warden. Who doesn't want to take Kovu?
Okay.
Oh my god!
I want Kovu. Oh my god.
Yes.
Kovo is gonna go.
Why have I done this? Why did I do this?
He knows his way around.
Why did I do this?
True.
With you. Okay.
I made this problem.
So here's,
He knows how to protect us from ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
here's the
Ghostbuster.
game plan.
Okay, sorry. Go
Team
ahead.
Engine. Flinch, Ecliptic, Laurel, Kovo.
Yeah.
Team Command Center, Warden, Tex, Greg, Diantha. Team Ship, Tim and Farah.
You know, this makes sense because you have a warden on each team, and the warden knows Purgatory
Yes.
better than anyone else.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Look, it actually worked out in a sensible manner.
Soon
Nothing else is going to.
as soon as I
but this.
realized the second warden, as soon as I recognized the second warden, I gotta go up and. It's been a long time, brother.
She'll go. Too long, my friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just so I can get
The guy.
on the record, the plan
Oh my god.
is as follows.
Okay.
Are you giving us an
Yes.
asset for this?
Oh,
Yes.
Team Engine is going down to the engine to reconnect it and make all those ghosts do the work again. Team Command Center is escorting the warden to the command center and dealing with any criminals that might have taken up the stead there currently. Team Ships are flying the ships out of the base so they don't get stolen by a criminal.
Okay.
Is that a D8 asset? I just want to know.
So basically, anything to do with repairing the engines is a D8 asset.
Yeah. Anything to do with repairing the engines.
Get
for
it
you guys.
functional.
This is okay if it's two separate plans.
So you're putting so Farah. Okay, who's on Team Ship again?
Tim and Farah, one
Okay.
per ship.
All I can think of when you said they're going down to the ghosts is Korg from Thor Ragnarok going, "Piss off, ghost!"
It's all ghost.
I can't.
All right.
Is that give myself the plan or not?
So
Okay.
real quick, two things.
Mhm.
Diantha, I need you to grab your intelligence die and your whatever skills, all the dice that you need to develop a plan.
Okay.
Team Engine, you get 1d8 added to all your checks because of Kovo.
Yeah.
Team Command, you get 2 d8s added to all of your checks because you have Tex and the Warden. And then we're going to see what this plan asset is to see if we add this to all your checks as well, as long as you are
Do I-
following the
Should be
plan.
apologized.
Do I roll the plan to the plan?
Yes. Yeah.
I also get the plan or not. I think I do.
I believe you do.
I'm also following my own.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
The plan is a talent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a die. There should be a die for you.
Great.
That's just the talent that gives you the ability to give people bonus.
I should buy a telecom Plan B. The second
real
plan.
quick, I got a funny Cortex story in a sec here.
Rolls, to be honest, 10d10.
That's pretty good.
Everybody gets a D10. To change the spell. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else that anybody else wishes to prep for themselves?
Well, I
Or
mean,
is it time to split the party?
well, I'll make sure, I got my work bag and stuff with me, but I usually have it with my...
And we all have our
regular-
communicators.
I put
Yep.
on my outfit. Perfect.
Yeah, of course, everyone has their
Their armor?
armor on, correct?
Yeah. Well, I just want to
Skinny dip.
Senior tech here.
I just want a plot point to do that.
Yeah. Psh.
Fair. Yeah, that's right. Makes sense. Okay. So with that,
It
can I...
has to be a d8 though, not a d10.
Oh, so it becomes a D8.
It has to be. I'll keep it getting a d8 to add.
Oh, so you don't even have to roll. You just spend
Yeah.
a plot point, everybody gets a D8.
Yeah. Sorry.
It was still a really good roll.
Still, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. You could roll to get the D8 or the D10 and not spend the plot point. You already rolled.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Took it back.
The D8 just means you're guaranteed a D8.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because you could have gotten a 6 or a 4.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Slash, I can also fuck with the roll sometimes too. So you just kind of avoid all that headache altogether. All right, great. For the sake of sanity and just being able to kind of track things in like a cinematic order, kind of everybody roll initiative, please.
Sure.
Just for the sake of following this to kind of keep things on track here, we're going to start with the engine crew.
Woo!
So, Laurel, Ecliptic, and Flinch and Cove. They're all heading down into the bows of the station. Is there anything in particular that you're doing, or you're just kind of heading there? And...
I'm taking point.
Okay.
On the way, I would like to be asking the warden, or Kovu, to tell me whatever little information he has. You know what I mean? Just whatever little information he has to file away. So we don't need to waste time when we're there. That's
Yeah. And so Kovo, as you're kind of like talking to him, he does look. He looks older than the warden to the point where, like, at first glance, he does not look like the warden. He is a significantly older person. And he goes, it's been so long since I've been here. I miss this place.
It's pretty sweet.
I feel like once I'm there, it'll start coming back to me.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll just figure it out when we're there. We're better working under pressure.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
As am I.
Yeah.
Hey. As you guys head on, continuing on.
Cliffy 2 is just like...
God, this is the worst. With Laurel taking points, you kind of get past this. There was like a security checkpoint where you're kind of entering from the hangar bay into this, the prison proper. It's kind of like sparking out. Get on past it. It like beeps at one point. I think it's when Flint kind of goes on through. Just because you went through a metal detector, but it kind of doesn't work. As you guys go on through, you could take the stairs or you could take the elevator.
I would probably suggest the stairs. Can we pry open the elevator doors just to see?
Can we?
Someone's got strength.
Oh yeah.
Because the power's intermittent. That's the problem.
You should just let Laurel do it, even if you take the stairs anyway.
While you guys are discussing if we should take the stairs or the elevator, Laurel is prying the elevator doors open.
You can still add Kovo's die to this because Kovo will be like, oh, I can help over this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm not helping.
The difficulty is
Towering Inferno.
It's athletics.
How did you know? It is an 11d8 difficulty.
Is this part of the plan?
We're trying to get down
We're
there.
trying to get downstairs.
And I have enhanced strength.
You also have code over there. Did we get that with code?
Not in there yet.
Yeah, we do.
That's with the
Body
diamond.
D8's happening right now. There is a 1.
Of course there is.
But otherwise, it is a 10d8.
Okay. Without beating this skill, you are not quite able. You kind of like get something jammed into the door as you're trying to pry it on open.
Yep.
Between you and Kovo, it's just like, okay.
What'd you do to this door, man? This is your facility.
Looks around the facility with the sparks and pieces of debris busted through. Gee, I don't know. I wasn't fucking here.
It was really intense. Like
What
really.
did you
They're
do
intense.
to my station?
Well, obviously, something.
It's probably held together by ghosts.
She kind of like jumps away. Ah!
I wink at the warden.
Wait. She
I
does
go and-
know where we're going, right?
No, I'm gonna get you there, and then when you're there, all the ghosts are locked up, and Clippy's gonna magic them. It's all gonna work out.
Yeah. We should probably take the stairs. I mean, I could try to reroute the power and try to get this working, but it might take too long. We could just take the stairs.
God, a sensible person would have thrown themselves down the elevator shaft by now.
You can't. The doors are shut.
Doors are open.
Alright,
Oh god.
we got this. We can do it. Let's go.
Yeah,
Head to the stairs.
Begin.
It's always
long
doors.
Trek down the stairs.
Starting to die already.
Team Command Center.
I love how it's called command. Your team command.
Look, my writing is not that nice. The word does say center. You can't tell. I can't tell. It does
Writing says team command.
Wow.
These notes are for nobody but me.
That's fair. That's fair. I get that.
Yep.
I get that.
Respect.
So you could follow Team Engine to the elevator, or there is a stairwell that kind of starts going up towards like a second gantry. You actually use this method to get down here very quickly from Jovac's cells.
More steel climbing up instead of down. Better get climbing, I guess.
What does the warden suggest? The stairs.
Well, it would be the fastest route to my chambers. As long as things are intact, you can get to the command station from there. It would be quick. But it does go through a lot of the infrastructure of the station. It's shorter, but it is more complicated.
I like complicated.
Oh, God.
Yes. I think the quicker... Well, not necessarily, because we need to wait for them to be finished whatever they're doing anyways.
You don't know how many enemies are going to be there for you to have to clear
I guess
out.
maybe what is the most covert way to get to where we're going?
Until I'm in the command center, I can't tell you where the parts of the station are most affected. I mean, it's all kind of a gambit.
Great. Well, let's just go the most direct path then and deal with whatever.
Greg's already climbing along the railing like a chameleon.
The warden goes to the stairs. There's like stairs that go up to the second gantry. What the fuck is alright? And just ding, 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 ding.
Sometimes I just need to be entertained, you know?
Oh,
This is all pretty boring.
is that a gravy rig?
And Greg pushes it farther into his pocket.
There's enough for one.
Where it's just like, what? Oh, fuck.
Heroes!
Okay, let's just go quiet.
Right. Now, as you guys get into the door, that is like just it's trying to close, but it is not. It clearly has been smashed open from the inside. As you all recall, chasing Joe back, he just barreled through it and ran through that door, and then Laura was shot on his tail afterwards. Who is taking point?
I can, I suppose. But I also want to ask the warden as we're going. So if you had to if there were any criminals in particular we should be keeping an eye out for, who do you think that would be?
I would imagine that the worst ones, like the 7, are the worst ones, but they were probably the ones that were the point of the breakout.
They're probably left already.
If boring Jovac's not here now, they're probably gone.
Yeah.
If Borvac isn't
You got like a personal vendetta against him?
Against Jovac?
Yes.
We all do.
Yeah! Kind of everyone does.
He smells like Aqua Velva.
That's fair.
No.
literally.
That's truly his worst sin.
He's like the most boring person I've ever met.
I mean, I would disagree with you on that one. I hate him, but I wouldn't call him boring.
He just
does monologue a lot.
boring.
You know what? That's fair.
Different things irk different people.
I prefer doers over talkers.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
I put the wrong.
You're making a weird face.
I
wish Flitch
put
was
the
there.
wrong inflection in the
A wrong
words.
syllable.
Yes, that. And yeah. Anyway,
Fair enough.
Wonder what intellectual banter the other team's getting up to.
Greg at some point is going to walk along with Diantha. Shimmy. Walk along with Diantha, I'd say.
so
What?
it seems like a good time for us to catch up. How have you been?
Well, I was almost shot not that long ago. We're in a prison that's falling apart.
Yeah.
I guess, as good as we've been doing overall.
That's good to hear.
Do you want me to ask you how you're doing? Is this what this conversation is?
No.
I don't, what is the purpose of this exchange we're having right now?
I'm just really bored. God, no!
And Greg stops at one point and you see him bend over and he puts his hands on his knees.
Is
and it's just like,
are you looking for small talk?
If I don't get to climb through a fence soon, I actually
and he starts scratching himself like he's getting a rash.
Are you going through withdrawal?
It's the molting season.
I just.
And you know what? He actually does. He lifts up part of his shirt and he pulls off his strap.
It's just sometimes I get this really bad rash when I don't get to. You know what? It's not a concern. It's fine.
I don't know what you. Can I look around for something that would, like, is there like a control
You know what?
panel?
You know
I
what?
can set him to
It's okay. It's okay. It's my own fault for thinking you might have something interesting to say.
Oh,
But Diantha, it is good to hear that you're, doing okay or whatever.
I don't know what you want. What did you want from me? To tell you like a joke, a story? I don't know what you wanted from me.
Do you have any jokes?
I don't have any jokes. I don't think I've ever told a joke in my whole life.
I
This whole
believe it.
situation is pretty funny.
What?
Are we there yet?
The warden's like,
Is there like keys?
aren't you friends?
Is there like keys I can jangle in front of them?
Sure. There's jangles for keys for the Greg.
Yeah, do you want this?
Oh.
I'll throw them up like 3 floors. Go catch.
Yeah, I guess. And off Greg goes up the wall.
The high ground.
Oh my god. Diantha.
Huh.
Somewhere in that conversation, you said something about looking. Can I get you to roll me a alertness and search check?
Sure.
Don't forget all the D8 you get from the warden and Tex.
Is perception?
Yeah.
What deduction?
Amazing. No, that was not what. You're not deducing anything other than what the fuck Greg wants.
There's been a lot of talking. He's getting itchy.
Yep.
9d6.
Did you add in the 2 extra D8s from?
No. Were the other people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2d8?
Check some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 D8s.
Okay. Then that would be 12d8.
Ooh.
So Greg, before you leave the party,
Mm-hmm.
Diantha tosses the keys up.
Mm-hmm.
You all draw your eyes up, and Greg, you kind of go, oh, okay. And as you go to grab onto the wall, because as you're going into this hallway, it kind of goes into some like substructure of the facility. Like it's not like you're going through vents or anything like that. Like they are maintenance halls. When you recall being on the station before, like there is like a more prepared and like polished portion of the station where like guests can come and visit without having to go through like they're in the infrastructure of a station. Otherwise, outside of those like big public areas, the station's pretty bare bones. There's enough of the hull to prevent space from being a factor, but otherwise the insides of the several different layers of security of the different wards that go on within like a beehive almost. Between all those sections are just scaffolding, essentially, or bracing and struts. And so as you toss the keys up, and as Greg goes, oh, okay, grabs on, you see that there is movement in some of the rafters up above. And it's really Diantha that as her keys are going up, she goes, oh shit, notices. But what was it was a 12d8. All right, so D8 is higher than the initiative or it equals the initiative that they. So you do get a quick ability to do something. Diantha gets to do something that's like a surprise action because you saw them before the action happened. What would you like to do?
I don't know if shooting is. I don't know how many there are. Do I know how many there are? Or just there's some movement.
There's your sub movement.
So there could be multiple. I will just. I guess just like alert everybody to like the location of where I see it, just to get everyone else aware and braced for whatever's gonna happen next. I don't know if that's
Great. So what we'll do is we'll just take the D8s, and I guess just Greg will get a D8 on your next check.
okay. And I'll grab my pistol out, but I won't fire it.
Okay. Done. Easy. But then they do get to go at the top of the initiative round, but we'll come back to these guys in a second. Back to the basement dwellers. It has felt like days. You're pretty sure you've gone down 300 flights of stairs.
It's been 6, right?
My God.
Oh, my thighs.
Yeah. maybe actually 8 or 9.
Not
very
big
far.
stairs.
At every landing, I'm going to open the door and do a quick check of the hallway, and then close the door. And if there's anything nearby to brace the door shut, do that. But if there isn't, just gonna leave it.
So the hallway itself, the actual stairwell itself, is relatively untouched.
Oh, okay.
I will say, although while you're in the stairwell, you will all have a complication. It is D6 low light. There is a blinking red light. That's about the only series of lights that exists in this entire chasm. If you have some form of light vision or dark vision adjustment, you can modify that number, but I don't think any of you do, so D6 complication.
Would scrying with my actual cortex help?
What's the die rating?
6.
Yeah, so you don't have this complication.
Nice.
So you just remind me.
Sure. Sure. I just wanted to ask.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you can literally just put that on and you got that there. That's a Laura. I'll get you to roll me a alertness and search check.
Okay.
It's a difficulty for you. I will put one there. I'm assuming you don't want to give me a plot point to use this one.
No.
Didn't think so. So it's 11d8.
Okay.
Difficulty.
And you got the D8 for the plane and the D8. Nice.
There is a 1 in there, but otherwise it is a 7d8.
7d8.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what's going to happen. The effect die is matched, so it's not lower than what I got, which is good because this is what happens. You look for the first couple of doors you kind of open up, and every time you open up the door, kind of look, there's like a hallway that extends out. It's even darker with some of the lights kind of blasted out, it would look like, and some extra damage down these hallways. On the 9th or 10th floor down, right? And it looks like this stairwell just keeps going. You open the doors, and as you open the doors, there is an undead vril, a Zavodi. Where like a part of their skull's kind of shown. They're zombies basically. There's just a race of zombies essentially. Is currently taking what looks like what would have been an aluminum chair, but it has been sheared to be a sharp point, and has just stuck it through the gut of another prisoner, just judging from the garb, and just lifts them up in the air, and it's just hacking away, and you just quietly close the door. Being that the effect die was not higher, you did see something, but you had a lower score than mine. So there's nothing to brace the door with.
Okay.
So, all I'm letting you know is that just means that there is now a potential, depending on how badly you roll in this hallway, there's a chance that there's something that could hear you.
Is there anything we can use to keep this door shut? Like, can we take apart one of the stairs or that railing, or do you have like a welding torch?
That'll make too much noise.
Or do you have? Oh shit! Yeah, if we.
I can take. How about we just try to be quiet and continue heading down? Yeah, I mean, is it like handles? Like, could you put something through?
No, they're sliding doors. In fact, the only reason why the creature did not notice you when the doors opened up was because it was too busy
Killing
enjoying
you,
itself.
shaking.
Is it normally an automatic door?
Normally. Yeah, so like, Laurel does have to kind of like pull them open, and it's like...
Could I go into the panel and just lock it?
They don't seem to be working on this floor.
Oh.
She literally pulled the doors
it's forced open, yeah.
Everything in this section of the station is kind of on the fritz.
Maybe if we're just quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kovo, you're gonna watch our 6?
Oh, that's military. Yes.
Behind us, the back,
Yes.
the rear,
I was worried.
and
I will watch the rear.
yeah, not my rear. Behind us. Door.
The letter G.
My man.
Okay. And now we know
the same gun.
Yeah, they hit the same gun.
Want to make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Yeah, let's be really quiet.
Okay.
So I need the three of you to roll a stealth check.
Do we each roll it, or do we roll it as a collective?
No, I need you three to roll it as a posse.
That's
So,
agility, right?
I'm willing to allow alertness,
Yep.
but one of those two only.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for me.
Nothing in my attributes, distinctions, or skills is helpful.
Flinch's got a high one.
So
Yes,
do we all roll separately? I can't remember.
No, so you will create a pool as a party. So if you got the highest alertness and or agility, then perhaps you should roll your agility.
I don't Clippy too. Have you rolled anything this game yet?
No.
You're rolling.
That's okay.
No, hey, we all get a chance,
It's
right?
not just your guys. It's
I have a D8 agility. Alertness. Can anyone else beat that?
Okay.
We add in the D8 for Kovu and a D8 for the plan.
I thought it was a D10.
D10 for the plan.
Oh, D10 for the
Yeah.
plan. Does anyone have a distinction that'll help with being sneaky?
Can concentration be?
Yes.
That's a
concentration.
D10.
That would be the skill, right?
Concentration. Oh, the skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
'Cause
no, for skill, it's got to be a stealth skill. I thought it was a distinction. Does anyone have any distinctions?
Oh.
I got a D6 covert.
Then you would want that if no one else has anything.
Yeah, because I have sabotage as my specialty.
Okay.
Does anyone have a sneaky distinction?
No. My friend, all three of my distinctions are quite literally the
stealthy
opposite of
person
sneaky.
went upstairs.
Yep.
Into the combat zone.
I have intangibility from a
talent.
from a power set.
Yeah.
Would that?
I would allow that to work for. You know what? Yeah.
That's another D8.
Yeah.
DI.
There's ways that that goes.
So now we
I got
got
one, I got
power
one.
set, we got attribute, we got skill.
So I have 5 dice in total.
Yes.
All
Pretty
right.
good. That's pretty good.
Oh my god. Let's go. So I have 14 D8.
Oh yeah.
That's good, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
But I have two ones.
Yeah, that's bad. The toppings are also cursed.
Potassium.
So you're getting a plot point.
Am I? Oh no.
Yes.
Someone do a cheat. Yeah, thank you.
Here, curse your short arms.
Oh, wow.
I'm just joking. I'm Flinch over here. I need Ribley's.
So as you talk amongst
Okay, method
yourselves,
doctor.
They're not my
Okay,
mating
method
arms.
actor.
Okay.
Joker over there.
Yoker.
Not my mating arms.
So,
So-
wow.
sorry.
As you guys are like, you gotta be super, super quiet. You turn the corner and, Flinch, you go to grab the railing, and as you do, it's... this is a part that just happened to grab one of the only parts of this entire scaffolding or the stairwell that's damaged. And it pushes the bar out, and you all go... and stare. And the sounds of the monster on the other side of the door goes silent. And then all you can hear is...
Run.
But it would just chase us.
I can.
Ooh.
Can I create an illusion as if the hallway is empty on the door?
Because
I do-
We'll start with that next session.
Okay.
Yeah, mysticism.
We'll plan that. We'll open that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
It-
accidentally farted
yeah.
or something.
So it doesn't automatically know you're there, but it knows that something is up.
Yeah.
And so your stealth check is going to be an ambience difficulty for things to possibly see you.
Oh, that's
how
good.
it works,
That's a
right?
great idea.
Sniff
But
around.
it's
Does everybody
looking.
shower?
Thank you for listening to Spacers. Our next episode of Spacers will air Tuesday, July 15th with The Call, our Call of Cthulhu podcast's next episode airing Tuesday, July 8th. As usual, we have to thank all of our donators over on Kofi, including Noah, Ed Lore, Rosa, Tyler, The Weejay, James, Matt Calgill, Blizzard Warning, Sydney, Baba Yaga, Preston, TJ, Alec, No Demons Allowed, Autumn, Roland Arts, Chris H, Shawdale, and a welcome to Ivan Best. Your players for tonight were Bailey Yarkey, Elizabeth Wells, Vanessa Coles, Lindsay Lansky, and Derek Snow. Your GM was Zach Barrett. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.